welcome back to another How to Blow. I got a car jobbing for you today. I hope it's exciting for some of you. Some of you say, yeah, I know about this, but you never know. You may not. And what you just heard there was seagulls, you know? This noise, this insect noise is seagull. Anyway, it's 37 degrees today, or 38. It's the 12th of July 2022. 37 degrees, 38 degrees in the shade, and 45 or more in the sun. I'm not suffering yet, but I probably will be. Today, this car here is a Renault Scenic, a Grand Scenic. This is important, this Grand Scenic thing. This is a Grand Scenic. Mark 3, Renault 3, Series 3, what do you call it? 2009. Now, the reason I make the emphasis on the grand bit of it is because it's missing something. Now, I'm not sure about all the other Renault models or whatever, but normally, if you get a puncture, what do? You look for the spare tyre, right? Well, this car hasn't got a spare tyre. I haven't even got a space saver tyre, you know, a little skinny thing. So, normally you will find the tyre in the footwell. Not in the footwell, in the tyre well in here. Or it could be underneath the vehicle. Right? But it's not either of those places. So what do? Well, because I've had several punctures on there, I know the drill, right? Now, you've got to get yourself, or have one in the car anyway, some of this liquid here. It's kind of like a latex solution, one of these cans. And what you do is you stick that on the nozzle on the flat tyre and you pump it up. You can read the description, you know, what to do on the can. There are various types. Okay then, so if you get a puncture, you don't have one of these things, right? What do you do then? Call a breakdown truck? Well, yeah, of course you can. If I found something, a secret compartment, right, in a Renault Scenic, Grand Scenic again, and it's over here. So, camera person, just have a look in here, and have a look here. See this compartment here, ladies and gentlemen? Now, if I can get the lid off of it, and get my safety things out, safety jackets out, you'll find this in here. Right, what's that then? Looks weird, doesn't it? Right, and you get this thing here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look. This is in French, of course. It's a tyre pump-up kit. Right. Now, in here is a pump, and you're thinking, wow, this is good. I could sell this on eBay. Well, you probably could, but I would suggest you keep it. Now we're going to get this out of here, and I'll show you what happens. Right. So what you got to do, right? We'll do this in a minute. It's a bit more complicated than this can of gunge here. What you've got to do is you've got to plug that in the electric socket, right, in the cigar lighter thing. You've got to stick this sticker here on the dashboard, which means you can't go more than 80 kilometers an hour or whatever that is in miles per hour. And what you've got to do is you've got to, this is liquid in there, right? You've got to stick that in here. In here. Now, what I'll do is I'm not going to do it for real, because I'll probably do something wrong or wreck it, or this stuff will come squirting up. But apparently, you stick that in there without, just easy, no spillage or nothing. Just screw it in like that, like that. But I'm going to show you how it works, right? So we're going to pretend I've got a puncture. We're going to pretend I've got a puncture, and we're going to see if this thing actually works. So camera person, if you can go around that side. Right, here we are in the front of things. So let me stick the ignition on, or put the key card thing in. Right, so what we've got to do is plug this in the cigar lighter. Now it's got a long lead on this thing, so which is it'll have to be, wouldn't it, to reach the back wheels. So we'll stick this in like that, and then we'll connect it up. Right, so you go back out there, camera person. Right, here we go. So we take this off here, and we can see there's a little valve thing on there, the connector. So, like a bicycle pump. So you take the little cap off of there, you screw it on there. I'm not doing this for real, of course. Right, and then what you do is you put take the cap off on the bottle I just showed you, you plug it in, you put it in there, there's a little arrow on there to show him which way to turn it. I'm not going to do it now. You see this here, at the moment is 3 bar, because the wife's just been using it, the tyre is hot, so it's registering a little bit more than it should. But there's a switch on here, a pump switch, right? Look. I'm not going to pump anymore, it's 3 bars enough, you know. So that's how you pump it up, and you've got to make sure, apparently, you've got to make sure that is 1.3 bar, between 1.3, around about 1.3 bar, 19 psi. Anyway, what it is, the instructions are in the panel here, so if you get stuck, you've got a flat tyre, you know exactly what to do, even if you don't have a can of that gunge. Right, so what we're going to do here is, if you need to leave a little bit of pressure out, you undo this screw here, like that. It lets a bit of pressure out. So, there we go. So when you're finished, you do that, unscrew it like that, and then you put your cap back on, and you get going. Right, let's go back into the vehicle. Right, that's it, I'm fatigued now, I'm sweaty. Right, now these cans here, obviously, if you buy them, I don't insist you buy them, you know, sort of really cheap and nasty, they've got to be a well-known make. And normally they've got the size of the tyre written on the side. So don't buy a small one like that for the Renault, it wouldn't work. For a motorbike it's alright, but for a Renault, get one that's a big can like this. Now, you're going to say, well, why should I bother with this? Well, I don't. Why do I don't bother with this? Because this is much cheaper. But if you haven't got one of these, or it doesn't work properly, or some other reason, you've got this. So, there you go. Now, I suggest you have a look, see if it's in here. Let me show you where it is. It's in this compartment here, look. So there you go. Anyway, I don't know how much this liquid is in here, but I'm guessing it's the same stuff, kind of the same stuff that's in this can, right? I mean, it might be cheap, I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you like that. I hope that's something new on YouTube. As I say, it's about the Renault, the Megane Scenic thing, the cars without the spare tyre, you know, anywhere. I think on the 4x4 Renaults, they come on the back here somewhere. Anyway, I've got some cooking up here, I've got some quick tips here, I've got some DIYs down here, and if you want to subscribe, it's down there. So, until next time.